Everything you believe about separation is an illusion. Throughout your life, you've been conditioned to believe that you are alone within your own being, that your thoughts are private, and that your emotions only exist inside of you. But what if I told you that this view of the world is just a veil? Science has already revealed something extraordinary, but few truly understand it. Everything in the universe is connected in a way that defies time, space, and even conventional logic. There is an invisible web of energy, a hidden field that intertwines not just subatomic particles, but also your mind, your feelings, and most importantly, your destiny. But what does this really mean for you? It means that your mind is shaping reality in ways you may have never imagined. Your thoughts aren't just silent echoes inside your head. They project, vibrate, and interact with the very fabric of the universe. And from this moment on, what you are about to discover could change your reality forever. Imagine you're holding two identical dice. You roll one on the ground while, thousands of miles away, another person does the same with the other die. Now, imagine that. No matter the distance between them, the result of one instantly influences the result of the other. Does that sound like magic? It's not. This is a real principle of quantum physics called quantum entanglement. Scientists have proven that entangled particles remain invisibly connected, reacting to one another in real time, even if they are billions of miles apart. This means that what happens to one particle instantly reflects on the other, as if the space between them didn't exist. But now comes the most impressive part. What if this same connection wasn't just between subatomic particles, but also between you and everything around you? If the entire universe is made of the same primordial energy, then your consciousness is also part of this invisible game. This means your thoughts, your intentions, and your emotions have a much greater impact than you realize. And when you finally understand this truth, you discover that inside you is a power that has always been dormant, waiting to be awakened. But before we learn how to activate it, we need to dive deeper into the secret connection between your mind and the universe. Your thoughts are not confined to your head. As strange as it may sound, they travel beyond you, interacting with forces that science is only just beginning to understand. Quantum physics researchers have been studying this phenomenon for decades and have already found evidence that consciousness is not tied to the brain. But one of the most impressive studies was conducted by the HeartMath Institute, which revealed a shocking fact. The human heart generates an extremely powerful electromagnetic field, much larger than the brain's. This field not only influences every cell in your body, but it also extends around you, interacting with the environment and even with other people. Your emotions and intentions aren't static. They spread, reverberate, and can influence events around you. Now think for a moment. If your thoughts and emotions are forms of energy, and energy never disappears, where do these vibrations go after you project them into the universe? The answer might lie in the concept of quantum entanglement. If all the particles in the universe are connected, then this includes the particles that make up you. This means that when you think intensely about something and add a deep emotional charge, that vibration can resonate with another part of the cosmos, attracting situations and responses aligned with that frequency. Now, imagine what would happen if you started using this connection consciously. What could you attract? What changes could you create in your own reality? The answer to this question could be the key to unlocking a power that has always been inside of you. But before we reveal how this can transform your life, there's something even deeper that you need to understand. Have you noticed how some people seem to attract opportunities, encounters, and events as if the universe is constantly conspiring in their favor? Meanwhile, others seem trapped in an endless cycle of difficulties, repeating the same patterns, as if an invisible force is blocking their path. But what if I told you this isn't luck or coincidence? The answer lies in how your mental waves interact with a vast field of invisible energy, a hidden fabric that connects everything and everyone in the universe, and science has already begun to unravel this mystery. At the beginning of the 20th century, one of the greatest advances in physics revealed a hidden face of reality. The famous double-slit experiment showed something unbelievable. Particles of light, photons, behave differently depending on the presence of an observer. This means that consciousness influences matter. In some way, the mere act of observation seemed to change the behavior of reality itself. That alone was impressive. But there was something even deeper, something that completely defied conventional logic. In 1935, Albert Einstein, Boris Podolsky, and Nathan Rosen proposed a theoretical experiment known as the EPR paradox. What they suggested was unsettling. If quantum entanglement was real, two particles could remain connected regardless of the distance between them. This meant that if something happened to one of these particles, the other would respond instantly, even if they were light years apart. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance because it seemed to violate everything known about the universe. Decades later, in 1982, physicist Alain Aspect proved this to be true. He demonstrated beyond a shadow of a doubt that the state of an entangled particle changes instantly when its partner is altered, with no signal being sent between them. But what does this mean for you? If all particles in the universe follow this same rule, then your mind, your thoughts, and your energy are also part of this invisible interconnection. The impact of this discovery on your life is far greater than you might imagine. Now, stop and think. How many of your thoughts do you consciously control throughout the day? The truth is, most of what you emit to the universe doesn't come from your conscious mind, but from your subconscious. And this is where the secret lies. The subconscious works like a living antenna, constantly picking up external frequencies and emitting signals based on your deepest beliefs. If you carry negative mental patterns, it vibrates at that frequency, attracting experiences that reflect that energy. But if you learn to reprogram it, you can drastically change the frequency you emit to the universe, and with that, transform the reality around you. But how do you do that? The answer might be closer than you think. An impressive study conducted by the Heart Math Institute revealed a surprising fact. The human heart generates an electromagnetic field that extends several meters beyond the body, and this field is not passive. It interacts with other energies around you, acting as a bridge between your emotions and the external world. And guess who controls most of this process? Your subconscious. If you want to change the way your reality manifests, it's not enough to just think positively on a surface level. You need to learn how to alter your frequency at the deepest level of your mind. But how do you do that effectively? What happens when you start changing your internal vibration? The answer may be the key to unlocking a power that's always been within you, just waiting to be awakened. Think about this for a moment. Have you ever noticed that when you're in a negative emotional state, it seems like everything starts to fall apart around you? Small problems pile up, unexpected obstacles appear, and even things that used to flow easily begin to go wrong. On the other hand, when you're vibrating with positive energy, everything seems to magically align. Opportunities come out of nowhere. Unexpected encounters bring exactly what you needed, and life feels perfectly in sync with your desires. This isn't coincidence. It happens because your external reality is constantly responding to what is stored in your subconscious. Now here's the question that changes everything. If the subconscious has the power to shape your life, then why do most people fail to access this power consciously? The answer lies in something that few realize: the mental programming we receive. From birth, Since childhood, we are conditioned to believe that reality is fixed, that the world is purely material, and that any change requires physical effort and rational logic. This limited view disconnects us from the true functioning of the universe, trapping us in a restricted perception of reality, when, in fact, it could be far more expansive and abundant. But there's something even more surprising. Dr. Bruce Lipton, a renowned biologist and researcher in epigenetics, discovered that 95% of our daily actions are controlled by the subconscious. And here's the most fascinating part. The subconscious is not formed by chance. It is primarily shaped during the first 7 years of life. During this phase, our brain predominantly operates on theta wave frequency, a highly receptive state similar to a hypnotic trance. It's during this period that we absorb beliefs, patterns, and limitations from the environment around us without filters. If we grew up hearing phrases like, "Money is hard to make," "You can't have everything in life," "You have to work hard to get anything," these ideas become automatic programs within our subconscious. Later on, even if we consciously desire abundance, success, or happiness, our deep mind continues to operate based on these limiting beliefs absorbed in childhood. Here's the truth that few realize. Your subconscious doesn't distinguish between truth or lies. It simply accepts as real everything you absorbed in the early years of life. And this has a direct impact on how your reality unfolds. For example, if your subconscious believes that making money is difficult, you may even get a good salary or close profitable deals, but somehow the money always slips away, whether through unexpected expenses, bad financial decisions, or opportunities that never materialize. If your mind has been programmed to believe that relationships are hard, you may attract partners who reinforce this belief, living in repetitive cycles of frustration, betrayal, or abandonment. If you were taught that you don't deserve success, every time you're about to achieve something great, an unexpected obstacle will arise to block your progress. Now think, how many times have you set a goal to lose weight, make more money, or build a healthy relationship, but somehow ended up going back to old habits? This happens because while your conscious mind wants to follow one path, your subconscious is already programmed to follow another. And that's why so many people try to change their lives, but feel trapped in repetitive cycles, not understanding why. But there's a secret. Subconscious programming is not set in stone. It can be changed, rewritten, and reconfigured. And when you learn how to do that, everything in your life starts to change in surprising ways. But how can you reprogram your mind to create the reality you want? The answer lies in what comes next. Everything you experience in the external world is a direct reflection of what is programmed within you. Quantum physics calls this quantum entanglement. But if changing your life were as simple as changing your thoughts, why isn't everyone already living their dream life? The answer lies in one detail that most people overlook. You can't change your reality with just your conscious mind. The true power of transformation lies in your subconscious, and most people don't know how to reprogram it. They try to change their external circumstances without realizing that the real block is within themselves. Now, the good news: this programming can be rewritten. Just like a computer can be updated with new software, the subconscious can be reprogrammed with new beliefs that allow for a new reality. But before we understand how this works, we need to look at the science behind this interconnection. Everything is connected, including you. If everything in the universe is intertwined, how exactly does this connection happen? The answer lies in entangled subatomic particles, a quantum phenomenon that challenges our understanding of reality and reveals a hidden power within us. When two particles become entangled, they remain connected regardless of the distance. If one of them changes its state, the other responds instantly, as if they share the same consciousness. The most impressive part: This communication happens without any visible physical signal. This suggests that there is a level of information beyond space and time that keeps everything unified. Now, why is this important for you? Because you, too, are made of these particles. Your body, your mind, and your consciousness are part of this invisible field of interconnection. Quantum physics shows us that our connection with the universe is not just theoretical. It can be activated and used to transform your life. Your mind influences reality research by physicist Roger Penrose and anesthesiologist Stuart Hameroff suggests that consciousness may be linked to quantum behavior within the microtubules of brain cells. This means your thoughts operate in an entangled way with the universe. If your intentions and emotions create vibrations, they are not confined to your brain. They travel through the quantum field, interacting with other energies and shaping your life experience. Have you ever had the feeling that something bad was about to happen for no apparent reason, only to see it unfold later? Or thought intensely about someone, and that person contacted you shortly after? This is not a coincidence. It is the effect of quantum interconnection between your mind and the external reality. If subatomic particles can communicate instantly, regardless of distance, imagine what happens when your mind aligns with this same frequency. Your intentions start to manifest more quickly. You attract circumstances and people that seem to be in the right place at the right time. Your levels of energy, creativity, and intuition increase. Your life begins to flow more naturally and in sync. If everything in the universe is interconnected, your thoughts and emotions are energy transmissions that interact with the very fabric of reality. The cycle that keeps you trapped. Neuroscientist Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that when you generate a thought, your brain creates a chemical reaction, which in turn triggers a corresponding emotion. This emotion reinforces the thought, forming a vicious cycle. If you constantly think about failure, fear, or scarcity, your body vibrates at that frequency, and that vibration affects your decisions, behavior, and most importantly, what you attract into your life. Now, if you cultivate thoughts of success, abundance, and gratitude, your vibrational field changes and your reality begins to reflect that new frequency. Here's a surprising fact. If you desire success but have been conditioned to believe that only a few people are lucky, your subconscious can create invisible blockages that prevent your progress. In other words, it's not enough to consciously want something. You need to align your deep vibration with that intention. How to reprogram your mind to create the reality you desire. The first step in changing your vibration is to reprogram your subconscious to operate at a higher energetic level. This means sending consistent signals to your energy field until your subconscious accepts this new reality as true. And the most powerful way to do this is through meditation and visualization. When you enter a meditative state, your brain starts to operate at deeper frequencies, theta and delta, which are ideal for accessing the subconscious. The reality you imagine already exists. You just need to tune in. Your thoughts create your reality. But it's not enough to just think. You need to feel. Visualizing your goals as if they are already reality reinforces that new vibration. Repeating affirmations like, "I am worthy of abundance," or "My energy attracts incredible experiences," helps recondition your mind to operate at a new frequency. And there's something even more powerful. The emotions you attach to those words. Feelings of gratitude, love, and trust act as keys that unlock your energy field. When you consciously activate them, your connection with the universe strengthens. Want to amplify this effect? Combine these affirmations with deep breathing. Evoke the emotions associated with what you want to manifest. Feel the energy of what you want as if it's already yours. When you do this consistently, you begin to vibrate in harmony with the natural flow of the universe. And when that happens, something extraordinary occurs. Your external reality begins to change, to reflect your new internal frequency, freeing yourself from limiting beliefs. But what about the invisible barriers that keep you from moving forward? Most limiting beliefs stem from past experiences stored in the subconscious. Techniques like EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, and NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, can help dissolve these blocks. When you apply them regularly, your thoughts and emotions begin to vibrate at a higher frequency. What once seemed difficult or unreachable starts to unfold naturally. You feel a greater clarity, an inner peace that once seemed impossible. By aligning your mind with the truth of quantum entanglement, your perception of reality transforms. You stop seeing the world as a collection of random events and begin to see a greater flow of intelligence connecting everything. But the most important part? You become aware of your role in this process. When you change, the universe responds. The universe does not respond to what you desire with your conscious mind. It responds to the frequency you emit. If your thoughts and emotions align with abundance, well-being, and trust, this frequency is reflected in your life, and you begin to notice the signs. Synchronicities increase. Events and encounters seem to fit perfectly. Solutions appear when you need them. Opportunities arise at the exact right moment. Fear and anxiety lose their power over you. Your vibration elevates, and the people and experiences that enter your life begin to resonate with this new frequency. You attract new connections, new opportunities, and new paths. At the same time, some people and situations that no longer align with this energy may move away. This is not loss, it's transformation. The ultimate test from the universe. But here's the biggest mistake that keeps many people from maintaining this state of alignment, oscillating between faith and doubt. Often, when we begin to elevate our frequency, the universe tests us. Unexpected situations arise. Events seem to contradict the new reality we're creating, and this is where many give up. They start changing internally, but at the first sign of an obstacle, they fall back into old patterns of fear and scarcity. What most people don't realize is that these challenges are not setbacks, they are tests. The universe needs confirmation before solidifying your new reality. Want an example? Imagine you're working on attracting more prosperity. You begin changing your beliefs about money, and for the first few days, everything seems to be flowing. But suddenly, an unexpected expense arises. How you respond will determine if you're truly ready for this new reality or not. If you panic, feeling fear and frustration, your vibration falls back into the frequency of scarcity. But if, instead, you maintain your trust, knowing that this challenge is merely a reflection of the old pattern trying to resist, you pass the test. And then, the universe aligns your new reality for you. What does this mean for you? If you feel like you've been stuck in the same cycle for years, know this: it's not a punishment. It's simply a reflection of the vibration your subconscious has learned to emit. But here's the good news. You can reprogram your mind. You can change your frequency. And when that happens, your external reality has no choice but to change alongside it. The universe is testing you, and your response will define your destiny. This is exactly where many people fail. At the first sign of an obstacle, they fall back into fear, doubt, and scarcity. What they don't realize is that this situation isn't a sign of failure. It's a test from the universe, a test to confirm if your new vibration is solid. If you react with the same old mindset, the universe understands that your frequency hasn't truly changed. But if you maintain your trust, act with certainty, and continue vibrating in abundance, the universe registers this new frequency as your ultimate reality. And here's the secret. The more aligned you are with this new vibration, the faster and easier the universe will respond. The key to transforming your life is staying true to the frequency you want to manifest, regardless of temporary challenges. Because, in the end, what you consistently vibrate is what defines the reality you will experience. The quantum interconnection and the power of the mind, if subatomic particles, can communicate instantly, regardless of distance. Imagine what happens when your mind aligns with that same frequency of interconnectedness. Your intentions begin to manifest more quickly. You attract circumstances and people that seem to appear at the right place at the right time. Your levels of energy and creativity increase. You feel a deeper connection with your intuition and the natural flow of life. If everything in the universe is interconnected, then your thoughts and emotions are energetic transmissions that interact with the very fabric of reality. What you feel and think doesn't disappear within you. This energy propagates, creating vibrational patterns that influence everything around you. And this isn't just a mystical perspective. The science behind manifestation. Neuroscientist Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that when you generate a thought, it creates a chemical reaction in your brain. This reaction triggers a corresponding emotion. This emotion strengthens the thought, creating a vicious cycle. If you're constantly thinking about failure, fear, or scarcity, your body vibrates at that frequency. And this vibration influences your decisions, behavior, and what you attract into your life. If you cultivate thoughts of success, abundance, and gratitude, your vibrational field changes and your reality begins to reflect this new frequency. Now, think about this. If you're seeking success but deep down, believe that only a few people are lucky enough to have it, your subconscious will create invisible blocks that prevent your progress. In other words, it's not enough to consciously want something. You need to align your deep vibration with that intention. Reprogramming your subconscious to create a new reality. The first step to shifting your vibration is reprogramming your subconscious to operate at a higher energy level. This means sending consistent signals to your energetic field until your mind accepts this new reality as true. And what's the most powerful tool for this? Meditation and visualization. When you enter a meditative state, your brain operates at deeper frequencies, theta and delta, ideal for accessing the subconscious. Visualizing your goals as if they already exist reinforces this new vibration. Repeating affirmations like, "I am worthy of abundance," or "My energy attracts incredible experiences," helps recondition your mind to operate on a new frequency. High vibration emotions like gratitude and love strengthen your energy field and make it easier to connect with the universe. Want to amplify this even more? Combine your meditation with deep breathing and evoke those high vibration emotions. The more consistent you are, the faster your vibration aligns with what you wish to manifest. Now the question is, are you ready to sustain your new frequency? Most people give up before they see results because the first challenges make it seem like nothing is changing. But if you understand that the universe is simply testing your new vibration, something magical happens. You hold your frequency no matter what happens around you. And when you do this, your external reality has no choice but to transform and reflect your new energy. Are you up for the challenge? Are you ready to hold your vibration until the universe responds? If so, prepare for changes beyond what you ever imagined possible. Imagine that you decide to attract more prosperity into your life and start changing your beliefs about money. At first, everything seems to be going well until suddenly an unexpected expense or financial setback arises. At this moment, most people react with frustration and fear, returning to the old frequency of scarcity. This is the exact point where many fail. What they don't realize is that this situation is not a sign of failure, but rather a test from the universe to confirm if your new vibration is solid. If you face this challenge with the same old mindset, the universe understands that your frequency hasn't truly shifted yet. But if you maintain your confidence, act with certainty, and continue vibrating in abundance, the universe records this new frequency as your new reality. The universe's response and the magic of trust. When you reach this state of absolute trust, the universe begins to respond in ways that often seem miraculous. You start to notice how everything fits perfectly, how opportunities appear just when you need them, and how your intuition becomes a more precise guide. The secret to accessing your true power. The final secret to accessing your true power is letting go of control and allowing the flow of life to guide you. This doesn't mean being passive, but rather acting in alignment with your new vibration, while trusting that the universe is organizing everything in your favor. When you release anxiety and resistance, you create space for your manifestations to happen effortlessly. Now that you understand how your energy, mind, and the quantum field are interconnected, the big question is, are you ready to take the next step? If you want to transform your reality, know that the change begins within you. Comment below what reality you wish to manifest and start this process right now. Your new life is waiting for you. How to access the key to your transformation. The secret is to reach a state of vibrational certainty. This means you feel and act as if the desired change has already happened. There's no more room for doubt or waiting, only the absolute certainty that the universe is working in your favor. Here are 4 ways to access this key in your life. Practice unwavering faith. It's not about waiting to see before believing. You must believe first. Vibrate as if you've already achieved what you desire, and your reality will start to adjust to reflect that vibration. Be grateful before manifestation. Gratitude is one of the most powerful energies to realign your vibration. When you feel genuine gratitude, as if you've already received what you want, the universe responds by bringing that manifestation into your reality. Enter the flow of detachment. Desire, vibrate, align, and then release. Trust that the universe knows the fastest and perfect way to bring what's yours. Act as if it's already real. If you had already achieved what you desire, how would you act? How would you think? How would you behave? Start living that way now. The universe responds to your certainty. The universe doesn't respond to your desires, it responds to your certainty. When you reach this state of absolute alignment, without resistance, fear, or attachment, everything begins to move in your favor. You no longer need to seek power outside of yourself. It's always been within you, waiting to be awakened. If this message resonated with you, comment below. I'm ready to awaken my true power. And if you want to keep receiving content like this, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Your transformation journey is just beginning. Now, as we reach the end of this revealing expedition, I want to express my deepest gratitude to you for staying with us until the end. Your dedication and curiosity are the fuel that drives us to explore, demystify, and share these intriguing stories. I want to share something special with you. As a fan of the Map of Higher Self channel, you are about to embark on a unique journey of self-discovery and mental formation. I present to you the Map of Higher Self, a revolutionary ebook that will redefine your mental reality. As the creator of this content and leader of the Map of Higher Self channel, I'm sharing my deepest experiences and valuable lessons with you. Each chapter of this ebook is a reflection of my journey, filled with practical lessons I've lived and transformed into wisdom. Don't miss this opportunity to transform your life. Click the link in the pinned comment and start your journey towards self-knowledge and positivity today. Imagine yourself for a moment as one of the ancient explorers who ventured into unknown territories, guided only by the flame of curiosity and the thirst for knowledge. Every piece of information, every symbol deciphered, is like a map leading us deeper into the labyrinth of the unknown. And just like those explorers, you too are now a little closer to the truth, carrying with you a new understanding of the forces that shape our world. Your presence here is not just a personal achievement, but a valuable contribution to a vibrant community of curious and knowledge-seeking individuals. Every view, every comment, every like is a step we take together toward a deeper and collective understanding. You are not just a spectator, you are a partner in this journey of discovery. So, as we close this chapter, I invite you to reflect on today's revelations and prepare for the next steps. We will continue unraveling secrets, questioning established truths, and exploring the mysteries around us. Your participation is essential, not just for the growth of this channel, but for the expansion of our horizon of knowledge. Until the next discovery. And remember, the real power lies in questioning and understanding what is beyond the visible. And before you go, don't miss these 2 videos I've selected especially for you. They're packed with deep knowledge and fascinating discoveries that you'll love. Click on one of them and continue your journey of self-discovery and the pursuit of wisdom with the amazing content our channel has to offer.